Hi everyone, here we are, Anna and Robyn with Robyn Moser Associates at the Home and Garden Show, and we're going to tell you guys everything cool that's going on at the show, all the cool new gadgets, and there's a robot lawnmower, robot lawnmower. Who doesn't love that?
I know, there's so many exciting things we already previewed. We made a list, so we're going to show it to you
we're going to check it twice, just like Santa.
Just like Santa. Robyn Moser Associates, just like Santa.
That's right. Here we go. Now into the show.
Hi, so we are here with Marcy from Douglas's Basement System. Thank you for having us.
Yes.
So we are doing this for our clients because obviously basement systems are, very important. Waterproofing, foundation repairs, crawl space, like it's never ending, right?
Yes.
So why don't you tell us about it, what your company does and why it's important?
Of course. So we've been around for 31 years this year, and we come in and do free estimates on your home if you've got water issues, if you have a sinking foundation, crack repairs. We also do radon gas. We service sump pumps, and all of our appointments are free. So we will come out. It takes about 2 hours. Steve here, our rep, will come to your home, do a thorough assessment on the home. Need to get closer. And we're going to basically come out and educate you on what needs to be done and why it happens to your home. And then we will leave you with a free, no obligation quote, which is good for 30 days.
Okay, excellent. What do you find you are what you do in Calgary the most? Like, what is the main issues, I guess, people experience?
Mainly crack repairs, a lot of this time of year is water issues because we just got a big dump of snow, so all that's going to melt and it's going to go somewhere, which is usually into your basement. So we deal a lot with that, and we do right now are dealing with radon gas. That is a concern in the home.
That's right. As we learned, this is something comes up more and more now. This company does it all. And do you have what's the most interesting fact about your company?
Most interesting?
Yeah.
Oh goodness, that's a hard one. There's a lot of interesting facts about our company. The fact that, our owner, Doug, he started this in his own basement.
Right.
And he's been around.
Practice makes it perfect.
Yes, and he started with installing sump pumps and then just started moving, into more of the basement part of it.
So let's say people like you said there's a water damage, there's maybe cracks in foundation. How fast can you repair something like that?
It depends on the extent of what needs to be done in the home. We can get out right away to get it fixed. Sometimes it takes a little longer. So that's why we come out for free. We try to get you in right away to get that quoted.
So that's a really good point. So if you guys have anything in the basement, it's a questionable, maybe you are thinking about repairing, or just a maintenance-wise, because we always talk about maintaining your home, showing love to your home. You guys can contact them and they will come out and give you a quote for free. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Hi everyone, I'm here with Matt, and we are at Beer Works Incorporated, which has nothing to do with real estate, but goes with the theme of the Gypsy Realtors, which we can never forget about. So Matt, thank you very much for interviewing with us. Tell us about what you guys are doing here, other than I've tried every tap they have, and not one of them has anything in it. Not alcohol, not non-alcohol. I'm like seriously running dry here.
Well, what Beerworks does, we're based here out of Calgary. We focus a lot with residential and commercial building beer systems so people can bring beer home to their houses, to their cabins, garages, anywhere that they can dream of having beer, kombucha, nitro, wine, soda.
Not here though, no wine
here. Not here, unfortunately, not today.
Oh, that's really good. So, how much does that usually cost to do?
So our simplest unit, around $750.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all. And the most expensive, you need the industrial units with like built-in drip trays, gas, running up to about $5,200.
Nice.
We're not breaking banks here.
Yeah.
We do installs, walkthroughs, and there's a lot of people who they put towers in and they run lines through their houses. They
Really?
do full little beer systems up to like 4 to 6 taps in their actual houses.
That's awesome. And we've actually got a massive amount of microbreweries when it comes to beer and wine and everything like that right now in Alberta. So that's a really cool add-on. So thank you very much. Sorry I couldn't get a drink,
No
but
worries.
it was a great booth, and thank you for taking your time to talk to us.
No worries. Thank you so much.
Thanks. All right. Okay. So we are sitting here at Specialized Garages. So this is the absolute garage lovers booth. I assume that you guys have had some pretty cool stories on some pretty cool garages you've done. And I am sitting here with Tanner, and Tanner has been doing this for 15 years. Tanner seems to have a great passion for making garages sexy. So, Tanner, tell me about some of the things Specialized Garages can do. Obviously, this is a great display of cabinetry to kind of keep it clean, keep it nice. The flooring is amazing.
Yeah,
So tell me about it.
we take garages from where the builder has left it unfinished, bare concrete, and we provide all the finishing plus the organization and storage that's needed in the garage. So we do the garage floor coatings, which protect the concrete floor. Everything's super easy to clean and will rinse right off of this surface.
Yeah.
Then our goal is to get everything organized neatly on the wall or in behind closed cabinets to maintain a clean, functional, and organized garage.
Now, I have a question. So, when you do that, so like this, does this stop like oil staining and
It does,
stuff like
yeah.
that?
Yeah, so everything off a vehicle should wipe right up, so oil will not stain. But most importantly, the salt that comes in from the vehicles off the streets will not affect the surface, where otherwise it would damage just bare concrete.
Okay, and then what is kind of the average kind of most needed thing that you should do when you're doing this kind of thing to your garage? Like number one thing that you think everyone should have in their garage?
Well, number one, the floor, I think.
Always,
The flooring
yeah.
definitely drives our business. It's a great way to restore and refresh old concrete. It's a great way to protect new concrete. It has the most aesthetic value because it just updates and improves the look of raw concrete. But once you put your floor down, it kind of spirals the project into other areas where, okay, we've got a nice looking floor, we should have the walls painted. If we have the walls painted, what kind of storage do we want? Typically, you're not going to want to do lumber grade storage. You're going to want something that matches the rest of the finished garage. And so the floor is where it starts, but typically we do projects that are a combination of storage cabinets, overheads, trying to utilize all the leftover pockets of space in the garage for storage.
So you're telling me that your company can help our clients actually park their cars in the
Totally,
garage
yeah.
instead of just using it for storage,
You
which
bet.
is what far too many people do.
Yeah, most garages are cluttered and unorganized, and there's not room for 2 vehicles, maybe even 1. So by utilizing all the valuable storage in a garage, we can try to free up enough space for the vehicles to come back in.
Wonderful. So this is obviously somewhere our clients need to visit when you're here at the Home and Garden Show this weekend. Thanks so much, Tanner. I appreciate it.
That was fun.
So, Chris, we have Chris here with Pure Outdoor Creation.
Yep.
And we're here because I hear everyone's talking about his great deck. So, Chris,
Yes,
you've had a lot of experience with decks?
I have some experience with decks.
Some? And
Yes.
are most of the decks you have quite large?
Yeah, we do medium to large decks. Yeah.
Medium, large? And what's the best feature of your deck?
We have maintenance-free decks.
Maintenance-free
Yeah.
deck. That's really a great thing, maintenance-free. Everybody likes that. And do you find that a lot of people enjoy your decks?
Yes, everyone enjoys our
Everyone?
decks. Yes.
Wonderful. That's good to hear. And would you say that there's been a lot of people on your deck? Do a lot of people sit on your deck on a regular basis?
All the time. Yeah.
Wonderful. That's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for this interview. I think that everyone will find it very helpful. We hope that everyone continues to get a lot of great enjoyment out of your decks.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Hello, I'm Anna Terranova with Remax Realty Professionals. This is Joel. And Joel, what is your company name?
Sunny
South?
South Concrete Lifting.
Okay, awesome. Concrete lifting, how amazing it is. Actually never heard about it. I'm super new to it. Joel, why don't you tell us why the concrete sinks in the first place?
A lot of it has to do with water getting underneath the concrete, eroding
Okay.
away at the soil, and kind of pushing it down, compacting it, and then eventually the concrete will sink with it.
Okay. And so obviously you guys have a solution to lift the concrete,
Yep.
which is super important because a lot of our clients sell homes, and this is quite a common thing that happens in Calgary. Is it correct?
Yes, it is.
Yes. So how do you lift it?
We use a polyurethane foam. It's a 2.5 pound foam. It's hydrophobic. It's an example of it just under here. So what we would do is we would come in and drill a couple small holes, shoot some lasers around, find the high spots, find the low spots, and then from there be able to lift everything back up to level with an appropriate grade that the water is going to run either away from the house and onto the grass,
So
or
it's
roll
also
it down the driveway.
Grade adjust.
Yes.
And how long does your product last?
It glues itself to the underside of any concrete, and it's there until you decide to rip everything out.
Okay, so do you have a warranty for your product?
We have a 5-year warranty.
5-year warranty?
Yep.
Amazing. Well, thank you for, and is it expensive?
It can range anywhere from $800 to $10,000.
Depends on the section, I'm guessing?
It depends on how much foam is required to go in underneath. If it's a space that's only maybe 2 inches, it's significantly less foam than 3 feet.
Well, this is very exciting. I actually absolutely love this product. I never heard of it. I know a lot of our clients struggle with it. Thank you so much for letting us know about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I am here with Justin at Beyond Insulation because insulation comes up all the time in our home inspections. People are always not having enough insulation in their attics. And I know I personally had my insulation topped up in my attic, which you would like, before I did that, was at 4 inches. So imagine how cold my house was. So what is the amount we need in our houses? I now have 24 inches. What is kind of an average amount?
So what's recommended is an R50 in an attic.
Okay.
That's 18 inches of loose fill insulation.
Okay.
Now there are a few types of insulation you can use. The superior insulation system would be the hybrid system.
Ooh, what's
so
that?
That's 2 inches of foam, closed cell foam. That leaves your attic airtight.
Nice.
So it completely seals off all the vapors from the house from getting into that attic space, which is the number one reason for attic rain.
We are going to be talking to someone later on about attic rain.
Right. And so, yeah, the foam is absolute solution for that.
Okay.
And then, in addition to the foam, we add an R40 loose fill fiberglass to the total package.
So on an older house, like you obviously do it to newer houses, but let's say an older house, let's say kind of the 90s, the 80s, stuff like that, what would roughly a cost for that be? Obviously, it's depending on the size of the attic.
So it's depending on square feet, and it's about $8.10 a square foot.
Okay.
So, and
All right.
it's a 3-day process for our hybrid system. First day, we come with a removal truck. We remove everything that's currently up there.
Okay.
Second day, we would spray the 2-inch barrier spray foam. And the third day, we would add the R40 loose fill fiberglass.
Can they reside in the home while you do that? Or do they have to be gone?
Yeah, so the day they spray the 2 inches of foam, they have to be out for 24 hours.
So you should probably do that when you go to like Costa Rica or Mexico or go on some great big trip. That's the best time to get this done, right?
Exactly, yeah. Or it's a good excuse to go to the mountains.
Or the mountains. I guess we could go to the mountains or you could go to the beach. So, well, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Justin. I really appreciate it. Is there anything else that you think is really cool about your product that you could tell our viewers, tell the people watching this?
Well, spray foam is airtight. So it's the only insulation product that is airtight. So you will see major benefits when it comes to savings of utilities.
And it doesn't slide down the wall, because I know we've seen that sometimes in houses where like the batting slides down and leaves cold spots.
Exactly. Spray foam, if it's installed correctly, is a lifetime product. And all of our spray foam products have a lifetime warranty.
Ooh, that's good.
Yep.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you so much, Justin.
Okay.
Have a great day. Enjoy the show.
This is Andrew from Radon Care, and we're going to be talking about radon with him. Andrew, tell us, why is it important to know about radon?
So radon is the leading cause of lung cancer, and Alberta and Saskatchewan, according to the University of Calgary, are the second highest in the world for radon. So if you're anywhere in Alberta, anywhere in Saskatchewan, it's a very good idea to test. It's a very simple thing to test for, and it's very efficient to fix. So if you have high levels, it's all right.
So you can test for it?
Yes, we do. So we mainly supply tests for it. So most of the testing methods are do-it-yourself testing methods.
Okay, excellent. And I know there is a season for radon testing. Can people test anytime, or you would recommend certain month of the year?
So you can test anytime, but most often radon is going to be the highest in the winter.
Okay.
So if you're going to do a single-use test, like an alpha track detector, The winter is the best time to test.
Okay.
If you want to start testing in the summer, you can also just do a full year test.
Okay.
So you get the average of the summer as well as.
Can you tell our viewers how much is the testing cost for average home?
Yeah, so right over here, these tests, these are the ones that we use. These ones are $56.
Okay.
This is all you
so
need.
very affordable.
Absolutely. There also are a variety of digital meters you can get. Those ones, you don't need to send it away to the lab. You just get a number right on it.
Okay.
But anywhere from $56 to the really fancy ones that go up to a few hundred.
Okay. And tell me about this. What is this over here on display?
So this is showing the method we use to fix radon if it's a problem. So
Okay.
first you want to determine if you have an issue, you need to do something.
What's the problem? How do we know if it's a problem?
So first we do the measurement.
Yes.
So radon is measured in becquerels per cubic meter. According to Health Canada, if your average is over 200 becquerels per cubic meter,
200.
then you want to fix it.
Okay, excellent. And then if you're very high, then you need to install one of these things.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So what this does, this pulls the air from underneath the house. This would be the concrete floor, the gravel, which is typically underneath the concrete. This pulls the air from underneath, and it would vent it up and out the side of the home.
Okay. So when it vents out, it's not harmful to anybody.
When it vents out, it disperses very quickly in the atmosphere. So it's kind of like the exhaust of a car. You don't want to sit right here and be there all day. If you're even a few feet away from it, it's going to disperse and it's not going to cause any issue.
And if you would have one message to report to our viewers, what would it be?
Test for radon.
Okay.
Alberta's very high. It's very simple to test
Okay.
for. Do the test, then you know.
Yeah.
If
So we obviously have an issue in Calgary big enough for it to be important.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Okay, so we are here right now with John and Jeremy, and we're going to be talking about attic rain because obviously it's a huge problem here in Calgary. Thank you for taking your time. Why don't you tell us about your company first?
Sure, we've been in business in Calgary here for a couple of years, and we go around and fix people's attics, stop them from having all the moisture that gets up there and causes frost and dripping from their bathroom fans, that sort of thing. We do everything from blow-in insulation to put roof vents on the roof to improve the attic ventilation to change bathroom fans, so everything in between.
Okay, so to prevent the attic rain, what do we need to do? Like, how do you decide if they need venting versus insulation?
Sure. Well, attic ventilation is really important, so that's one of the first things we're going to check and make sure that that's adequate. That's adequate. Then we know the moisture that's getting into the attic is coming from somewhere inside the house. And so we want to go and locate those areas, typically bathroom fans, pot lights, attic hatches, and we make sure that those are sealed up properly. And then from there, we can explore other areas of the attic to make sure that we're stopping that inflow.
Do you know statistically how many homes are affected in Calgary or surrounding areas?
Good question. I'm going to go with something like 30% probably.
Wow,
It's probably
30%.
really high.
That's high.
It's probably really high.
Well, I know with something a lot of our clients been experiencing, especially for the last couple of years because of the temperature change. So
Yeah. Last December, January was kind of the worst, the worst event in the last 3 or 4 years. But it's always happening to your attic a little bit. You might not see it dripping down until you get those extreme conditions. If you do have problems, it's always continuously happening. And then when it gets really bad, then you might see it dripping. By the time you see it dripping, your attic has issues.
Attic, right?
No.
So,
No, they're waiting until they see it coming out of the ceiling.
Exactly. And if you would like to remember you by one statement, what would it be?
We can stop your attic rain and we'll guarantee it for 5 years.
5 years.
5-year warranty.
This is called AI Lawns, which means that it is an AI lawnmower. And everyone knows I've got to love my AI. I'm Robyn Moser with Remax Realty Professionals, and I have Chris here, and they have a robotic lawnmower. This is fantastic because it'll save you from fighting with your husband, your children, or you having to mow the lawn. How cool is that? So tell me how this works. He's hiding right now. This robotic lawnmower is very shy.
Yeah, he'll be coming out in a sec. But yeah, basically what we do is we just line out the grass areas with tracking around it so it knows where to go to.
So it's like above ground, the tracking?
No, it's all underground, so we have it right here. So it's all under there, all wired.
Cool.
Super simple to install. You can do it yourself if you want. But yeah, the wires go around, they trace your border, and basically it just acts as a Roomba, and it runs around and does it. So why it's so good is it cuts every 2 to 3 days, so that you don't have to worry about cutting.
And
you
it
don't
mulches.
have to, yeah, it mulches your grass up, so you don't have to worry about picking it up. It just naturally goes back into your grass. And instead of it actually cutting your grass in like chunks, it's really nice for your grass. Your grass prefers it. So. Yeah, it'll pick where you're going. So
does he work with Alexa, or is it just all automatic?
it's all automatic. It is run from your phone.
Okay.
And so yeah, you can sense. He does sense you. So and he has safeties in him. So if you ever had to stop him quickly, you can hit a button on there.
Nice.
But just like a Roomba, if it touches something, it'll jump back, or if it lifts up off the ground, it'll shut right off.
Really?
And it's a really simple machine, so it's just a couple blades under it, so it's super easy to clean out.
Okay, so what a rough cost for that?
So we start about $1,800 for your normal house.
And what would one charge normally cover? How much space would one charge cover?
So about 3,500 square feet.
Okay.
So your average lot, and they go all the way up to 18,000 square feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how can you plan it so if you have like a gate or whatever, like from your front yard to your backyard, or do you like have to only put it in your backyard or only in your front yard?
Nope. So you just have to kind of have it like you'd have to have the opening so if the gate was closed, it couldn't get through. But nope. Like even showing here, like we've run them so that they'll run down pathways. And because they're not like mulching very deep, it's not like it's gonna run anything over. It just runs down the pathway, acts like it's normally mowing, and then goes to the front.
Now I just need one of these to shovel my walk, and we're good.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. Thanks so much, Chris.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I'm here with Andrew from Uppercut Elevators and Lifts. Andrew, thank you so much for taking your time. Why don't you tell us about your company first? How long have you guys been in business?
Okay, well, I've been dealing with elevators and lifts for about 25 years now. We're a family-run business, locally owned and operated, supporting Western Canadian manufacturers. We do everything from little stair chairs, like you can see over here, to elevators in people's homes. We also deal with commercial accessibility that we deal with like schools and churches and stuff like that.
Yes, so that was my next question. Do you guys do both residential and commercial?
We certainly do, yeah.
Okay.
We stay away from passenger elevators, like the bigger stuff, but the bulk of our business is residential elevators, like you see here in the middle pane.
Right. And do you find this is something you, like it's getting more kind of popular?
Oh, yeah. 25 years ago when I first talked to home builders about putting elevators in their homes, they looked at me like I had two heads, you know. Prices of houses were down here, elevator costs were up here, so it just didn't make fiscal sense.
Right.
Now the housing market's up here, elevator prices have come down, so at any given time we often have like about 100 elevator projects on the go.
Okay.
So really popular.
What's the cost for elevator, let's say for one of those for the home?
It's kind of like asking...
one person? Are they two person? How many people would you fit into that one?
Okay, there are two questions there, so I'll ask the first one. Typically cost is, it's kind of like asking what does a car cost, right?
Right.
So you've got your model of car, and then you've got the trim package.
Yes. What is the basic? Let's talk about.
So basic, you're starting at around $27,000.
Okay.
And we've done elevators up to $80,000. So it really depends on how you want it to look, how you want it to function, how many floors, how you're going to access it.
So can you like suit it up, kind of? Like make it like super sexy?
You can make it super sexy. You can have it glass in there.
Yeah,
you can have windows on the outside.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Amazing. So, and again, like how many people can you fit in an elevator? Like for that, like average home?
Well, it really depends on the cab size that you choose, right? So the smallest cab size typically available is 36 by 48.
Okay.
We go all the way up to 48 by 60 long. So really, like, you know, you could probably fit.
So you do it all basically, like you know, and so if you have to say one cool factor about your company, so people want to know you by, what is it?
One cool factor. Well, I think it's important that we're locally owned and operated, family-run business, right? So I often say we answer to clients, not shareholders.
Oh,
so been doing it here for a long time, and you know.
So you always know where you are.
Always know where we are, and never forget where we came from, and always remember our clients.
And do you guys do maintenance on your products?
Yep, we definitely do. It's something like any piece of equipment. We recommend that you have it looked at once a year.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for taking your time.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Okay, I'm here with Tyler, and it's a porta bins. So we are covering this because a lot of people sometimes do renovations, landscaping, and they need something like this. Am I correct?
That's exactly right. Landscaping, moving, small reno jobs, spring cleaning, anything out you're working around your house, this bin is perfect for it. Wheels mean it doesn't hurt a driveway, won't hurt your lawn, completely lockable so it keeps the neighbors out, whoever you don't want to be dumping into your bin.
Oh.
If they don't have the key, they can't get into there.
That's a really good actual note because most of the bins are open and everybody can just put junk in it, right?
It's a huge problem throughout
Yes.
Calgary of people coming in doing unwanted dumping.
Yes.
If you want to take it a step further, we can flip up the lids and put it into a standard size garage. You can close your garage, stay warm as you do your junk clear out.
Amazing. And yes, you just said that it comes on wheels, so it doesn't actually goes on concrete, doesn't damage anything. And how long can you rent one of those?
So standard, we do 3-day rentals. We have 2 different price points for our 6-yard bin here. We do $359 for $349, pardon me, for 500 kilograms of weight, and $399 for 1,000 kilograms of weight. That price includes pickup, delivery, as well as the dumping up to your weight category. So people love it. We're different from roll-off bins because it's a standard price. People know what they're paying for, and they know how much they're going to pay for it.
Awesome. And again, how fast can I, like if I call you today and I say I want one of those, how fast can you deliver?
I can have a bin to you within 3 hours. My best time is 45 minutes to downtown Calgary.
Amazing.
Bin installed, contractor happy.
So your clientele, I see you have a commercial as well. Yep. So you do residential and commercial.
That's right. We're able to service consumers as well as contractors. Contractors really love this product because they're able to tow it from site to site, taking cost of one bin and spreading it over multiple job sites.
So what kind of car do you need to tow this?
You need anything with a 2-inch ball hitch. That's it. Yeah. So pickup trucks, vans, sport utility vehicles, those are all great to tow a porta bin.
So for the contractors, the people who renovate a lot, you know, we have a lot of home flippers, they actually can take it and tow it themselves if they have capability.
That's exactly right. And we do a different pricing scheme for the contractors. That kind of helps them a bit more, yeah.
Awesome. And do you need to have special insurance to tow this, or?
It should be covered by the vehicle's insurance, so we might want to see proof of insurance. But as long as it's attached to the vehicle, it should be covered by your insurance.
Is there anything else you want to add about your company or the product before we say goodbye?
Sure. We're on social media at Portabins, and you can book online or over the phone with us. We're portabins.com.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Hi there. Here we are with Secure Right Mobile Storage. And they are going to tell us all about their amazing product because we all know that our clients routinely are needing to get ready, get packed, move their stuff, even sometimes store it if they're in between purchases. So please take it away.
Hi, I'm Stacey Vincent. I'm the marketing manager for Secure Right Mobile Storage. So we rent, sell, and modify shipping containers. And a big part of that business is the mobile storage. So if people are moving, as you alluded to, or renovating and just need some on-site storage for a period of time, pack it up and then take it to the next place, we can do that. Or if you've got a custom project in mind, like maybe a home office and to pop in the backyard, or a she shed or something like that, we can also do that too. And we've actually got a promotion on right now until March 31st. If you are moving or renovating and you need mobile storage delivered, it's free local delivery until the 31st of March. So we've got a few different hubs. So we've got our Calgary hub, Kelowna, and Surrey. So what it means is, let's say you're a little bit farther outside town. In Calgary, if it's an empty container delivery, that's $150 normally. So you'd essentially get a $150 credit towards the delivery if you were farther away.
Wow, that's amazing. So what is it, like what's kind of the average size, like a 3-bedroom, 1,500 square foot house would need?
A 20-foot container.
A 20-foot container, and what would that cost roughly?
For rent, it's $169 a month plus tax and delivery. Or you can purchase them used or new. In Calgary, I believe it's between $3,500 and $5,000.
So if is there a transport fee? So let's say hypothetically you drop it off at their house, they fill it up with all their stuff at their leisure. Do you need to get a permit or anything, or can you sit on their driveway no problem?
Do you want to turn it to Paul? You can come in here too.
So for permit application, if it's on the drive, no. If it's on the street, you need to talk to the city and get some advice from the city if you need a permit or not.
Okay.
Just depends. Some neighbourhoods you do, some you don't.
Wonderful. Thanks, Paul. Okay, back to Stacey. All right, Stacey. Is there a fee though to transport it from one house to the next?
Yes, each and every time.
Yes, so we would deliver it to the house. You would take as much, or the homeowner would take as long as they wanted to load it. Call us, then we would pick it up and take it to the next house. If it's in Calgary, it's the same.
Wonderful.
Loaded.
That's way easier than renting a truck.
It is. And of course, the beauty is that if the customer gets the container, they can take their time. They've got to rush.
Absolutely.
They've got to rush to get the U-Haul back. They can take their time.
Yeah.
Take days, weeks, whatever it takes. Call us, we'll come and pick it up, either back to our yard for storage or to your new home.
Or you can just unload it, take a moment, sit inside it, and have a nice cocktail. That's how you finish all great moves. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you so much.
Thank you.